Zel Boy Army, welcome to another spicy video on the channel. In this one, we are looking at some of the best value players in the game. We're looking at players today between the prices of 50 and 200,000 coins. I was going to do under 100,000, but when I did a 50 to 100,000, there was good players, but there wasn't as much options as I wanted, to be honest. So we've gone for 200 to 50k, that price range. So there's lots of great players in this video. I've done keepers, defenders, midfielders, attackers. Lots of great options that you guys can fit in your team. And every single one of these players is from one of the top leagues, so they're not going to be hard to fit into your team. So let's get into it. Appreciate all the support lately on the channel, by the way, boys. The amount of new subs, views we're getting is crazy, and it's been great seeing loads of you come over to my Twitch. If you're new on this video and you want to see spicy videos every day, I'm putting 2, 3, sometimes 4 videos a day. Content about new tactics, gameplay tips, tutorials, the best players in the game. Subscribe, get that notification bell on. This is the channel for you if you want to improve at FIFA. Bruno Fernandes, or Fernandes as the commentator seems to say on FIFA. His gold card, whilst it's not elite, in a cheaper team, Premier League, Portuguese, very good card still. It's not going to quite make it into some of the elite teams on this game, but if you're running on a budget, he's still a very good midfielder. Mkhitaryan headliners. He might be the best value player in the game right now. We had his 86 in the 50k video. This guy is an absolute demon for this price, man. Sticking a hunter on him, you are getting 95 pace, 95 finishing, 99 shot power movement, great passing, he's great on the ball, decent physically, with solid defending. As an outside centre mid or a wing back in the 5-3-2, he looks insane. He could play an attacking position, he could play CDM in the 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1. This guy's insane, and I don't know why he's so cheap. I get he's hard to strong link because Roma this year don't have that many great cards, and I think it's Armenian. How do I say? Yeah, Armenian. Yeah, like it's not easy to link him, but he's that good, and he's still in the top league in Serie A. I don't get why he's this cheap. Riyad Mahrez. We had him in the first video. Riyad Mahrez, always very good on FIFA. He's got the 5-star, 4-star, which is very nice. Always one of the silkiest dribblers. Yes, he's got a few stats that probably put him down the pecking order a bit in terms of his sprint speed, physicality, not elite shooting, but he's still a good card, and with a hunter, it fixes a lot of his issues. And right winger is not a very good position on this game. So in the Prem, if you're struggling for one, Riyad's your boy. Kevin De Bruyne, one of his teammates. Very good card still. Lacks some of the elite stats that some of the expensive mids have, but at this price range, you're not going to get many players who are great in every area for their position. Very easy to link in. Quite a few players from Man City, that strong link to him in this video. Kevin De Bruyne will still do a fantastic job, even now in FIFA 21. Carrasco. I actually am surprised with the amount of good Atletico Madrid cards, how cheap this guy was. He's somewhere between 100 to 150k. These are Xbox prices that I'm talking about, so you might want to check PlayStation. They might be a little bit different. But with a Hawk, you're getting near 99 pace, 99 shot power, 98 long shots, 92 finishing, a great dribbler. He is fantastic value, especially considering how good some of these Atletico Madrid cards are to link him to this year. Thibaut Courtois. Not cheap, but he's probably the best non-icon keeper before Team of the Year Neuer. He's very good, plays amazing this year, and if you've got a few extra coins to improve your team and you're running the normal Courtois, this upgrade's decent, and he's very good. Thorgan Hazard. I've put him in here because whilst he might not be the most insane card, it is still a pretty good underrated card that I don't really see used a lot. And in the Bundesliga this year, there's not many great options. But coming in at 4-star, 4-star, he's quite small with good physicals and great dribbling stats, which when they've got those type of stats, tend to make them a bit glitchy in game. He's got decent defending too, which is a nice plus. With a hunter on him, you're getting near 99 pace, elite shooting, good solid passing for a cheap card, good dribbling, and he fills a gap that the Bundesliga doesn't really have too many elite strikers. You've obviously got the team of the year Lewandowski, but that's 2+ mil. This card's like 150k, great value. Bobby Firmino. When we're looking at Bobby Firmino, his inform. Whoops. Sneak peek of the next one. When I looked at Bobby Firmino in form in the past, I thought, this card's a lot better than I expected. As a CDM or a wing back in a cheap team, Bobby Firmino probably can do a job. He's a bit slow maybe for outside, but as a midfielder, he's pretty well rounded. He's 5-star, 4 stars nice. Obviously amazing links in the Premier League, Brazilian. He's probably got the best smile on FIFA. Federico Valverde. 3-star, 3-star, probably what make this card the price it is. But as an out-and-out cheap destroyer midfielder, he is still one of the best. He's not miles off elite. He was used by pros for a lot of this FIFA. That 90 sprint speed is just incredible. Like 99 sprint speed, 93 excel with a shadow. He's one of the fastest midfielders in the game. He feels better on the ball than he probably should with those stats. His passing's fine. He's okay at shooting if he gets a chance. His defending and physical's quite nice. Great links to like Mendy and Varane. Still a fantastic card. Rule breakers, Jimenez. Probably still one of the best centre-backs in his league. 3-star weak foot's good at centre-back. He's got decent enough pace. Very solid defending. He's a similarish price to Varane. Bit more expensive, but he's obviously not been in packs for as long. And if you need someone to fit into that Atletico Madrid triangle, like you can get Torreira, Freeze, Carrasco, João Felix, Suarez, the new Moussa Dembele. He's very good. And in my opinion, not quite in the top tier of centre-backs now, but the tier below. Still a very good centre-back to use this year. King Leon Goretzka. I'm using his headliners right now. So this is like a 2 downgrade on his headliners. It probably takes him out of the elite category. Well, it does. It takes him out of the like elite top tier midfielder category into a tier below where he's still very good. He's got that 6'2" big body presence. 4-star weak foot's nice. Pretty quick still. He's just a very well-rounded midfielder. This guy's nearly in the Hullet gang. The Hullet gang is when you're 80 plus on all your card stats. So his defending at 7'9" is what stops that, but it's still an amazing card. With very good links, of course. Papu Gomez, Alejandro Gomez, really good card. Lacks some stats in some areas, like his physical's a bit awful. But with a Hawk or a Hunter, depending on what you want from him, if a Hunter you're getting near max pace. A Hawk you are boosting the physicals a bit and boosting the shot pass. So it depends what you want. But in a league where there's not many amazing striker options right now in Serie A, until you get to like CR7, there are some, like Lautaro Martinez. He's a pretty good player that can fit into that mould. And Argentina, pretty good nation on the game. Schmeichel, not worth it in terms of I would get another keeper, but if you're in desperate need of an icon to help with your team's chemistry, coming at like 180k, that is pretty cheap for an icon. When we get icon SBCs that require icons, which I'm pretty certain we will when we get the better icon SBCs, I mean, if we ever get them, I think that every icon will probably go to like 250, 300k. So you can't really lose coins on him. Alexander Isaac, 4-star, 5-star. The only thing about this card that I'd be worried about is how clunky he might be, or might not be. He's got pretty good dribbling, but he's a pretty unique card on this game, and unique cards are always fun to try out. La Liga, he doesn't really have any good strong links. That is one issue I have with this card. He's very good though, and in La Liga where there's a lot of good players, but like, I don't know, there's not many like elite ones again. This is the issue. In a lot of these leagues, there's good cards, but not elite ones. Isaac falls into the good one and could be a pretty different type of player to use. Varane, still king of the metagame. I do think right now, and if you saw my video earlier, you'd see it, that I was talking about putting fullbacks at centre-back. There's not really any that fall into this price range. You either have the really cheap ones like Kyle Walker, or then we get into the few 100k range where we get like future stars, Reece James. Kleiber, who doesn't exist now, who's an SBC. Theo Hernandez in form. Varane is still good. I still think he lacks a bit compared to some of the top fullback that can play centre-back. But with great links, lots of pace, physical, good defending, he's still very good on the game. João Cancelo, probably not an out-and-out centre-back because of his lack of physicality, but he'd still do a good job there. He's one of the best right-backs I've used. He could play wing-back. He's pretty good going forward. Good player on this game. I like him. Sadio Mane is nearly under 100k now. That is insane. He lacks the traits. He doesn't have a 5-star stat. But being Premier League Liverpool, with some of the links they have, a Hawk getting him to near 99 pace, with some elite stats, this card is crazy. He should be a lot more than 100k in my opinion. He's probably one of the very best players in this video. I don't understand why he is that cheap. It's just crazy. Frankie de Jong, we had him in the first video. This one's probably not as good value as his 85, but it's a very good option in this league. If you need a cheaper player to link in Messi, Frankie's a pretty good option still and pretty well rounded, just not that clinical. Zakaria, one of the guys on the thumbnail of this photo, crazy value considering he's a dynamic card in a league like the Bundesliga now that has a lot of great options. You could be starting him at centre-back. He can play anywhere across the midfield, really. The three-star, a bit like Valverde, limits him at a top level, but he's a beast. I call him the Swiss Patrick Vieira. Renato Sanchez, been very popular all year. His 84 is an absolute rip-off. So this is a much better value card. It's still not cheap, coming in at like 170, 180k. But you can see why when you look at the stats. Very well rounded. Great links being Portugal. And he can link in like Mbappe, Neymar. Very popular player this year. Freeze Verratti, underrated in my opinion. I used him on my road to glory when I hit a 30 early this year, I think. Or it might have been the week after, I don't know. But he was very good. I feel like because Neymar takes that position up, he's a lot cheaper than he should be. But I still really like this card. He's got elite dribbling, passing. His physical feels okay with that aggression. 4-star's nice. He was a good option. Delaney, very well rounded. 4-star weak foot. In his type of position, you don't really need skill moves, to be honest. Just lay the ball off. Elite defending, good physical. If you can fit him in at centre-back, he's going to be pretty good. Just not quite as fast as some of the fullbacks. Lautaro Martinez, again, if you can fit him in chemistry-wise, very good option. A lot cheaper than his 88, coming in at about half the price. I like him a lot. I really do like him a lot. I've used him in draft quite a few times this year. I've got the 88 red pick. I need to test him out a bit more. Martinez, one of the best options coming outside of the top end, like Team of the CR7 in Serie A. And then we're finished with Bruno Fernandes. Lots of players I could have included in this one. I've probably missed a few out. There's so many great players on FIFA. The problem is that obviously to get to the top end elite players like R9's Team of the Years, there's a big gap, which is why I wanted to do a series like this where I tell you about lots of the different options. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do you use any of these players? Do you think I've missed any specific ones out? Let me know and I'll see you in the next video. Keep it spicy.